Hello Starseeds and Merry Christmas if you're watching this when this came out. Today I'm going to be talking about how the air signs handle relationships. So there is timestamps in the description of this video if you want to fast forward to certain parts. I'm going to give a general description of air signs in relationships, all relationships by the way, not just romantic relationships. Business, family, friends, whatever. And then I'm going to be getting into Gemini, how they handle bonds, a little card reading for them. Libra, how they handle bonds, a little card reading for them. And Aquarius, how they handle bonds, and a little card reading for them as well. And then at the end, there's a very important message if you're thinking about leaving. Please fast forward to the end and at least watch that. It's very important about everyone, any zodiac sign. So here we go. We are going to get into it. Air signs, okay? This is a fun one. So air signs are the most independent. So this is like kind of the most important of how they handle relationships. I don't want to say that because, fire signs are hard to handle, earth signs are hard to handle, and water signs are hard to handle as well, which I'm going to be getting into next week. But air signs, being the most independent, it's a very unique thing. Also probably some of the most unique signs this week we're going to be talking about as well. So before I say anything else, I want to say if you or someone you know is a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, or especially Venus for the purpose of this video, those are going to be the planet and places in your birth chart we are looking at. So if you don't know what zodiac signs are where in your natal chart, please go to astro.cafeastrology.com right now and go check that out for you and everyone you know, and then come back to this video. So hopping right into it with the air signs, definitely the most thoughtful people. In relationships, they are going to send you cute messages. Just as people in general, any relationship, they're gonna do nice things for you. They're the most intelligent people naturally, okay? So earth signs, fire signs, water signs, they can all be very intelligent and very thoughtful too. But I'm just saying naturally, air signs get this intuitive knowledge. So that's a real gift they have, and that definitely shows in bonds with other people. And they're always going to want to communicate with you. Air is all about flowing communication, okay, and getting the message and sending it across as well. So they want that in-depth, deep conversation in, any partnership they have. Friends, they're gonna be up all night talking. My best friend as a child was a Gemini in so many places in her chart, and we would just always talk all night. So, any air sign is just all about communication. My roommate now, an Aquarius, and what do? We just talk about anything, everything. Awesome topics. So we are going to hop into it now, okay? All right, Gemini, what is up? I'm going to be getting into these cards in a second for you, but first I am going to give you a description of how you guys handle relationships. Now, as a Gemini, you probably know it's a pretty hated sign, if not the most hated sign. And people will say you're two-faced, but I'm just gonna give you my take on it. I definitely don't think this is a bad sign. I don't think any sign is a bad sign. But the reason people say Geminis are two-faced, of course it's the twins, but there's a traditional side to you. There's always going to be a traditional side to you. And then there's always going to be this side to you that is more rebellious, more wild, more adventurous and playful and down to try new things. That's where people get confused. That's where people will, bring out the angry side in you when they're calling you two-faced. Because you also do have this side that can be angry or just dominant. And then this side of you that is submissive and is more of just like a person that will take anything for someone else. Just be talked to harshly or, something like that. But then there's also, don't forget, the side of you that is angry and will blow the F up at them right back. So it's definitely not always one or the other. I feel like it's mainly a two-faced thing of a traditional and a wild side. So that's my take on the whole Gemini two-faced thing. But sorry I keep saying you're two-faced Gemini. That's just what everyone else says. And I do have Gemini in my chart. That's actually my Saturn, my planet of responsibility. So anyways, I think Gemini is honestly the most intellectual. Like, they're on the quest of knowledge the most, so you might actually be the smartest sign. Depends, what else is in your birth chart, of course, but it's a very smart sign. And that's definitely a good trait to have. Definitely a good trait to have in business relationships and in, friendships and, of course, relationships too. You always, in any relationship, want to be in the know and always just as a person in general. So, yes. I feel like you're also the most like other elements, okay? Like, you have so many qualities of fire and earth and water in you, Gemini. It's not all just air, Like, no one is all one sign or all one element. You have every zodiac sign in you, in your houses. But Gemini, I feel like you're just so mutable. That's why you're the mutable air sign. And yeah, that's just a really good quality to have, I feel like. It, evens out the aggressive, hated zodiac sign trait. It just makes you awesome that, you're the air sign that's like all the other signs. So if you're doubting this zodiac sign, just know that. That's what makes this sign awesome. So that's why I like this sign. That's why I love this sign. One of my favorites, actually. So we are going to get into this card reading for you guys and help explain how you handle relationships even more. Now, alright, so this politics card, I have to talk about this first, and I'm going to read off all these cards for you guys. But this politics card, I just feel like is you, Gemini, and I feel like I talked about it already. So I'm going to read off these cards for you. You have gratefulness. You have compassion in reverse. You have no mind. You have love in reverse. I also do want to say you have a lot of cards in reverse. Definitely the most cards in reverse. You have the journey in reverse, detachment, authenticity, the sex card, politics, You have completion in reverse, the Lovers, healing, and breakthrough. Okay, so this is one of the most interesting spreads, if not the most interesting spread so far, because of this breakthrough card, okay? I haven't had this yet in a reading on YouTube, so I think that's awesome. But all of these cards up here, I feel like most of them I have. So it's going to be interesting to look back at these readings and see what cards I pulled for multiple zodiac signs. Like, I bet if you watch them all for, your sun, your moon sign, and all that, you're going to get some of the same cards because, okay, like I know for a fact last week Virgo got, I think, the double Lovers from different decks and the sex card too. Other zodiac signs got the detachment card. Another zodiac sign got gratefulness, and another zodiac sign got compassion before. I think Leo got compassion before, or yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that was a lot of hand motions. But that's how I'm feeling, Gemini. You're all over the place. So with this reading, I feel like there is, I feel like it's current. You're definitely still in this, Gemini. There's this situation where you're detached right now, and it possibly could be physical, or it can just be emotional, definitely. But you are detached right now, and you need healing, obviously. But you're grateful for this detachment right now, because this is what's going to lead to the healing, okay? So the journey's in reverse, the love's in reverse, the compassion's in reverse, the completion's in reverse. I love these cards because they're so literal, and that's why I chose to use these two decks for all of the zodiac, how they handle relationship videos, because it's just so in your face what they mean, and anyone can kind of read them. But I love to just, give my take too if you care to listen. So we have this Lovers card. It's like Gemini too. There's like two faces on there. But this can be about any type of bonds. This can be about a bond with yourself, Gemini, honestly, just in your life. But how you handle relationships is you need to be more compassionate with people. And you're that intellectual person. You're that person that loves conversation. But we have this no mind card right next to the love in reverse card. And just right above this authenticity and, on a diagonal with the sex, I just feel like you're just not having authentic conversations with your loved ones right now like you should. And this doesn't go for everyone, but you also might be putting sex as a priority right now, and it's just weird because other things that should be, if that is, aren't. You know what I'm saying? You're not complete right now, Gemini, in some aspect. And if you're like, no, I'm doing fine, like I'm doing good right now, then this is totally all spiritual, okay? You're watching a tarot reading right now. So that means if you think you're good, Gemini, that's just the denial of it, and you're about to really, really have a spiritual awakening, definitely with these 4, 5, 6 cards especially make me feel that. It's your choice to flip this journey card back in direct and upright, Gemini. And if you do that, you already have this authenticity card. You're already such an authentic person, and the healing card's still upright. That means this is coming soon. So if you decide to really do this, if you're going to heal your relationship, if you're going to heal yourself, whatever this is about for you, this is a very general reading for all Geminis in, different planetary places. So if you're choosing to do this in your life, whatever this means for you, this is going to go places. Just because the journey is in reverse doesn't mean you can change that. Like, you have all these other cards that are looking so good. You are such a smart person, especially the Geminis watching this, okay? I feel like the Geminis watching this are especially, like, I wasn't gonna say hostile, but I got that word in my head. So, like, I'm feeling that with this detachment card and with this compassion in reverse. I feel like just a side of you is that, okay? Because other people have made you feel like this. There's cards with other people on them, and I just feel like you've been in a situation with lots of other people around you, Gemini, and they have just not been doing you good emotionally. So it's not a major thing for all of you. Sometimes, that's just a side thing in your life that you need to hear, but for some of you, that's a main part of your life. So, also with the sex card, I get you need to be creating something soon, or you are creating something soon, or you want to, or I think you need to. I think you need to create something soon, Gemini. Not just doing the dirty, but like actually, work on some project. These cards could go together. This politics card doesn't mean, getting into politics and all that. It could, but it could just mean anything with business, anything with, tricking people. But yeah, that could also be a thing, Gemini. So please just choose this. Choose this. You're going to be grateful for it. So things are really looking up for you, Gemini, if they haven't been going good. I have this no mind card here just right in my face. Like, you haven't been thinking about the things you should. Like, you're literally the most intelligent sign. So just use that, Gemini. All right, that is it. Have a great week. All right, what is up, Libra? Sorry about the glare, but I will get into these cards after I just give you a little overview of how y'all handle relationships. So you are ruled by the planet of Venus, which means, of course, you are going to be very sensual, very loving right off the bat. You're that cardinal air sign, so you are creative in your relationships. You can make cute little things, for your loved one, or in business, you are that good salesperson, naturally. So you are also, of course, the scales, Libra, it's all about fairness, right? So you would think that you like equal roles, which, to an extent you do, but really, Libra, I feel like you like being spoiled, okay? And this is okay for me to say because I am a Libra for my Venus and Mercury in Vedic astrology. So Vedic astrology is also really cool to check out. Mitra is a good one if you're interested. But anyways, Libra, you like top service, or you can, go somewhere else in business and any relationship. So you need to be entertained. You like good entertainment. You like having fun. You are social, okay? Libra is that social sign that has all the friends, or just naturally has people that love talking to them. People love being around the Libras, okay? They're usually loud. If they're not loud, they're just outgoing in their own way. Or they're at least just that creative Libra, that's their outgoing way. So of course, in relationships, they're gonna need their time to, do their own little thing. They like everything to be nice in their own way. They like nice things because of that, Venus, pretty vibe. So in relationships, they're also just, the good, strong-minded person. So we are going to get into these cards and kind of further see how you guys handle bonds and see what's going on in your life as well. Okay, Libra? So I'm going to read off these cards first. We have dropping knowledge, imitation, beyond greed, misuse of power, the quest, mastery of moods, ultimate accident, hope, comparison, harmony, patience. We have receptivity in reverse and past lives. So, only card in reverse is receptivity. And you're not receiving things like you could, Libra. This is a very pretty card. I'm going to hold it up because of the glare for you. So we have this in reverse. This is what it looks like upright. Very pretty card. I'm also going to show you this patience, which is also really pretty. And this harmony. So Libra, you're still remaining harmonious, even though, of course, you're doing your Libra thing by comparing things. Like I said, you can always move on to the next. You need that top-notch service, but this is like that Venus vibes kind of, but this is serious vibes. This card is all about like serious. I love that. Maybe you're a Syrian starseed. I feel like lots of Libras are, by the way. I'm going to have another YouTube video in the future. This is totally off topic, but that's what I'm getting a message. So if you're a Syrian starseed in a past life, possibly. It's funny, I decided to show you that pretty card then too, and I didn't even realize I was going to say that. And that's how you know this is a good message for you. But I'm going to have a video in the future that shows starseed alignments through astrology, through, specific degrees for Pleiadian. I have some notes written down, but hopefully I can figure out if I, get enough people's birth chart. So if I know you, send me your birthday. If I don't know you, I wish it helped. But, you can send me your starseed info if you think you're whatever starseed in your birth chart, and I can find corresponding birth charts. But anyways, back to the Libra-ness. I feel like, Libra, you're not receiving this info that you could. I feel like you might be in denial about all this weird starseed stuff. Like, you're watching a video right now that has tarot cards in it and is about astrology. That's a lot. So I feel like you are going to be dropping knowledge. You're going to be on this quest for, a greater thing. So I feel like, lately you've just been in your normal life. You've been imitating. You've been, doing your Libra thing. We have this mastery of moods card, which all Libras are masters of moods. We have this beyond greed card though, and we have this quest card. And we have this hope card. I feel like, and this dropping knowledge. So I feel like this is you moving into something greater. This is you really coming into yourself. We have this misuse of power. I feel like we're overcoming this right now, okay? Beyond greed, beyond, okay? We have this ultimate accident too. You're like, that's the only card you haven't talked about. Are we gonna address this ultimate accident? So, Libra, this is different for everyone. This is a general reading. I don't think there's going to be this ultimate accident. Like, I don't see that. I feel like if there was, I would get those vibes, but I really don't. Like, I feel like this is a good spread. I feel like maybe this ultimate accident might make you turn around and be open to more new things. This ultimate accident might be where you're imitating people. Sorry, my Libra friend from jail just called, so that's why the video cut out this time. But yeah, so like I said, this ultimate accident might not be your control, or this could be just a very minor thing in your head, this could just be you going through a dark time before you come out and drop this knowledge and go on this quest. And, you know, we have this hope card here, so that makes me know 100% that it's going to be good, because it's in this spot of like this final and, you know, result of your reading, really. So also I want to say, if this is a romantic relationship you're asking about, I feel like if this is a dark place you're going through because of someone or because of any relationship, have patience and take time to go on by yourself and, you know, really just do this for yourself. I feel like all Libras, this is, you know, the air sign that's really gonna go through the transformation next, on their own. You know, Gemini, I have that vibe with too, but Libra, I feel like it's kind of forcing you. So there's that. Also, with this, you know, past life card, with this ultimate accident card, with this, you know, receptivity in reverse, I feel like it's just telling you to take time to heal yourself, really, okay? Figure out whatever you're interested in. So if people were getting you down, we have this misuse of power, you know, that makes me feel like it's not all your fault. But we have this imitation card here too, and we have this comparison card, so you're not fooling me, Libra. It's also yourself, and you have to take responsibility for your own actions, you know. That might be why you're not receiving everything, because you aren't owning up to the responsibility of it, you know, in your relationships. So it's you in the relationship that's not fully showing your true authentic self, okay? That's also what I get with this spread. You aren't being authentic with the people you have relationships with, because you're this good business person. You put off this persona with this mastery of moods and this imitation, okay? I see it. I see you, Libra. So take the time to really turn that around and have a great week. What is up, Aquarius? Sorry about the glare, but I am going to first give you guys a description of how you handle relationships, and then we are going to get into these very interesting cards I pulled for you guys today. So Aquarius is my moon sign. A lot of people I know have Aquarius as a moon sign, or, you know, another astrological sign. I was born into the Uranus and Neptune and Aquarius generation, which is a very interesting generation to be born into. But anyways, getting to how Aquarians handle relationships. This is the sign that is the most genuine, is the most no bullshit, is the most into real conversations, and just the sign that really wants to get to know people and see how they work, see what their mind process is, see what they think about, see what they dream about. They're really dreamy people, Aquarians. Pisces is like the sign of, you know, dreams and all that. But Aquarius is really the more dreamy sign, I feel like. You know, Pisces is a vedic, is probably usually Aquarius. So that's why Aquarius has these Pisces vibes to it sometimes too, as like the just overall stereotypical vibe. But anyways, these people are really the most thoughtful. Aquarians just take the time to think a lot. You know, air signs are those intellectual thinking people, but they're really just the most thoughtful, the most freedom loving. Really, this sign is the most rebellious, the most freedom loving. So they need to be independent more than any air sign, you know. They're honestly, you know, Aquarius honestly gets mistaken as a water sign because, you know, the aqua or whatever. And that's understandable, honestly, at first at least. But this is the most airy air sign, I feel like. So once you're into astrology, you can't mistake it for a water sign because Aquarians just need freedom and they can be aggressive, okay? We're going to get into this spread soon, but I also want to just say the last thing I wrote was channeled, and it says might take a while to choose in any relationship. So, you know, business, romantic, anything. They're going to take time to evaluate the situation. This can be family too, you know. If you're like, who do you want to live with, kid? You're going to be like, well, let me think about this, you know. So any situation, you will need to think about that. But we are going to get into these cards now, Aquarius. I'm going to read them off for you. Sorry about the glare. I will show you the pretty ones for sure, all of them, the important ones that you should see. So here we go. We have intelligence. Aquarius is very intelligent. You know, we have those Capricorn vibes, of course, with Aquarius too. Have to say that. We have communion. We have challenge. We have anger. We have wholeness in reverse. We have consciousness. We have gates of hell. We have single pointedness. And then down below from the other deck, we have success. We have abundance. We have fighting. We have the dream. And we have playfulness. Okay. Now, Aquarius, with this spread, all right, this playfulness is you. This fighting is you. This success is you. This abundance is you, Aquarius. That can be you. I feel like the success and abundance is just, I feel like the success, this tiger is an important card. This guy sitting with like this just like smoke and mountains and scenery around him, this hippie dude, and this like celebration with this tiger walking on the world, and this person just like riding it, you know, with this confetti is just, it's, and this like how elaborate this card is, and the dream card, okay? Like this dream card is very important. This dream card is dreamy, but it's also like the dream with success and abundance. Like these are some good cards down here. I'm talking about the good stuff first for you. Because I feel like there's good that can come of this. But Aquarius, I'm not going to lie to you, the first thing I got was all of this. Okay, so this fighting isn't just fighting. This is sorrow. This is guilt, okay? This is guilt with this consciousness card, okay? With this conscience card, I'm sorry. There's like a challenge here. There's this anger here. There's this gates of hell here. There's this wholeness in reverse. And there's this single pointedness with this man like grabbing this woman. These people are like going after each other. This woman is just like, you know, giving this guy a foot bath or whatever, cleaning his feet, like, and this other man's just watching. This dude's hitting a pillow, and then, I don't even know what's happening here. This is like a guy like ticked off, but, you know, because he's farming and stuff, and there's like a challenge, but with all these cards, the pictures are very important, the most with this, more than any other spread for sure. I feel like there's just irony in these pictures. But I do want to say, you know, the intelligence card, I was saying Capricorn vibes and stuff too, but with that communion and intelligence, I feel like you're meant to, you know, spread more of your intelligence, gain more intelligence by just doing what you're interested in. That's gonna bring you success. And being nicer is going to bring you more wholeness, I feel like, okay? I feel like living the dream is going to come from being more of a pleasant person, or just developing a deeper understanding for all forms of life, okay? Everyone. Being accepting. And that's really the big message there, Aquarius. Yeah. I am going to leave you with that. I feel like there's just been lots of, like, times lately where you can just be angry, and that's with the planets lately. In all relationships, I feel like there's just been, not all of your relationships, but I feel like there's definitely a relationship where there's guilt on some end. And just understand that if you're not angry, this is going to bring you more success and more wholeness with the success, okay? So that is the message. Have a great week. All right, hello to anyone and everyone watching this video. This is the very important message for all zodiac signs. Now, I'm going to read these cards off for you guys. This is going to be very quick. I'm going to give a very short description of how I interpret these cards, but this is an important message regarding 2020, regarding whenever you're watching this video, the upcoming events in your life and your spiritual awakening and whatever else is going on in your life and in your relationships with other people as well as yourself. So here we go. We have alertness. We have remaining centered. We have renewal. We have greatest miracle. We have the foolish heart. And we have beyond the small family. We have conditioning, projections, moment to moment. We have existence, the source, experiencing. We have transformation, inner voice, maturity. All right. So this is very powerful. I feel like you're maturing. I feel like you're transforming. I feel like you are not paying attention to the projections, okay? You're overcoming the conditioning. You're living moment to moment, and you're listening to your inner voice, okay? This existence is about experiencing. That's what Source told me. And I feel like you're just becoming more alert, and you're really just a new self because you're remaining centered. This is becoming your greatest miracle, okay? And it's beyond what your family has done. You're more alert than them. And like, they might think that you're just this like foolish, person, but it's really a beautiful, more spiritual, more real, raw way to live. And you're overcoming the real foolishness with that conditioning, okay? So that is all I have for you, starseeds. I hope you have a great week. I will be back next week talking about how the water signs handle relationships. That is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So that will be the last rundown of, the 3-sign card readings. So have a great week. Love and light, and the hybrid children are coming soon.